All right, guys, Joel Benavides here with BlokSquawk. Had some technical difficulties there at the beginning of the stream, but I think we've resolved them, and we are moving into the new Universal Day. It's now 10 minutes after midnight Universal Day, and the date, Universal date, is 12/7/2018. Local time here in San Antonio is 6:10 p.m. and that's actually on the 6th. We're 6 hours behind Universal time. Before, when I was having technical difficulties, we're looking at the price, and we just dropped off, guys. We dropped off and closed below the year-long bottom, which is 34.30. We closed down here like at 34.18 or something like that. Right now we're at 34.14. So we closed a little bit below. There was an uptick in volume over the last 30 minutes, hour, and so we're just gonna have to wait and see how this plays out. But closing beneath that level, it just doesn't bode well for the coming days and weeks. There is some hope, I guess, if you want to call it that. I don't base anything off of like stochastics or any of these indicators down here. I just kind of use it to give me information that I can't get any other way. And stochastics are oversold. Obviously that's going to happen after a breakout to the downside, but it could spell like a short intermediate recovery. We're also well below this, well, not well below, but we're below this trend channel that's been forming up here at the top of this primary pitchfork. So we could execute a slight recovery and come back up to this intermediate trend line right here, which would take us up to about 3660 plus or minus. So but it doesn't look good. It doesn't look good. The overall primary trend is going to the downside, as we can see here. And yeah, I mean, price is trading at 34.51. Looks like we may be recovering slightly. Yeah, so maybe some buy orders went off or something like that, because the trend is really liking this area right here. There's a lot of trading action going. I kind of wish Coinigy had like a volume profile display, like VPVR or something like that. That's available on TradingView, and it's not absolutely necessary. I have TradingView. I can get it, but I just don't understand why it's not available. But don't get me wrong, Coinigy is amazing in every other spot. I love it. It's got everything all in one spot. And that's not a plug, guys. It's just I'm a big fanboy when it comes to this company. And so that's gonna do it. Earlier I was saying that I'm gonna be doing things a little bit differently, just because I want to kind of play around with the order of the podcast. It doesn't really make sense that I'm doing the squawk at the beginning of the podcast. That's really more for the Twitch stream. I'm just carrying out the order differently, and that way I can kind of like stagger or separate the sections of the podcast on YouTube for anybody that may be watching on YouTube. And so that's what I'm going to be doing. I may not even put the squawk on YouTube. It's just going to be like the TA and review of the news for historical purposes. I mean, I may put the squawk on YouTube, but it'll all still be available on all platforms. It's just it just makes sense to do things a little bit differently on the different platforms that we go out on. So that's gonna do it, really. I really don't have much to say other than we did test and break down below this yearly low at 34.30, and it looks like we may be playing around with an intermediate recovery, or this could just be the beginning of a consolidation, a bear flag, bear pennant, something like that. So we'll have to wait and see how that goes. We'll be back probably tomorrow. If I'm gonna come on tomorrow, it's gonna probably be around this time, around 0100, 0200 Universal time, maybe like 8 or 9 p.m. Central Time, and we'll just kind of see how things play out. And I'll be watching it from my phone and as I'm out and about. But that's gonna do it, guys. I'm out of here. Good luck trading. I'm really gonna be hunkering down on sharpening that short strategy in the next coming days. We may need it. We may have another couple thou to go before we drop. And you know, once we get there, I'm sure there's gonna be naysayers saying that we're going to 600, or you know, of course there's the zero crowd. But we'll have to see how things play out. Until then, good luck trading, and we'll see you guys later. Time's now 6:15 p.m. Central Standard Time, 0:15 Universal, and we'll see you later. Cheers.